All right, question 8. Solve the following equations. So I have negative 4x on the left-hand side, and I have a negative 3x on the right-hand side. And I want all my x's on one side of the equation, right? So I'm going to get rid of the x's from the side that has the least number of them, or the smallest x's. And negative 4 is smaller than negative 3, right? So I'm going to get rid of this negative 4x. So to get rid of negative 4x, I'm going to do the opposite of minusing 4x. I'm going to add 4x to that. That's going to make 0, okay, which is going to make it disappear from the left-hand side. But you can't just add 4x to the left-hand side without adding it to the right-hand side. Okay, whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other to keep everything balanced, to keep it equal. Okay, so now we're left with 12 on the left-hand side, and negative 3x plus 4x gives us x. Okay, the next thing is I want to get rid of that 18, which is being added to the x. So I'm going to subtract 18 from both sides. And 12 take away 18, all right, signs are different, so I'm going to subtract, and the difference is going to be 6, and I'm going to keep the sign of the bigger. 18 is bigger than 12, and 18 is negative, so it's going to be negative 6. Okay, so we get negative 6 equals x, and we're going to do a quick check. So I'm going to replace the x, both x's, with negative 6 to see if the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. All right, so negative 4 times negative 6 is positive 24. Okay, the signs agree, so that's positive 24 plus 12 is 36. On the other side, we have negative 3 times negative 6, which is positive 18. All right, plus 18, which is also 36. So we get 36 is equal to 36. Left-hand side equals right-hand side. So x is, in fact, negative 6. All right, question B. We have negative n minus 8 is equal to 12n minus 21. I want to get all the n's on one side. Negative n is smaller than 12n, so I want to get rid of this negative n. So I'm going to do the opposite of minusing n. I'm going to add n to both sides, right? So if I add n to the left-hand side, I have to add n to the right-hand side to keep everything balanced. So we're left with negative 8 on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, 12n plus n is 13n. All right, so we have a nice level 1 type question here. We have negative 8 is equal to 13n minus 21. I want to get rid of this negative 21. So I'm going to do the opposite of minusing 21. I'm going to add 21 to the right-hand side. If you add 21 to the right-hand side, you also have to add 21 to the left-hand side. Okay, we have difference of signs, so we're going to subtract. 21 take away 8 is 13. All right, and the positive 21 is bigger than negative 8, so it's going to be positive 13. So we get positive 13 is equal to 13n. All right, the 13 is stopping the n from being alone, and it's multiplying the n, so we're going to divide both sides by 13. Okay, like that. So we end up getting 1 is equal to, well, the 13's cancel, 1n, but we just write n. Okay, so 1 is equal to n. Also, back up here, just for a second. If you think logically, like 13 is equal to 13 times what? Well, times 1, so n has to be 1, right? In any case, you get n is equal to 1 or 1 is equal to n. So we're going to do a quick check to see if we're right. So I'm just going to replace the n with 1. So I have negative 1 minus 8. So if I remove the bracket, I have negative 1 minus 8. The two signs are the same, so I'm going to add and keep the sign. That's going to give us negative 9. Okay, well, I'm going to remove the bracket, and then we're going to do that. Okay, so I'm going to remove this bracket. And when I do, we're going to get negative 1 minus 8. On this side, I'm going to remove the, well, it's 12 times 1, which is 12. Okay, minus 21. So we're going to get negative 1 minus 8 is equal to 12 minus 21. All right, same sign. So I'm going to add and keep the sign, so that's going to be negative 9. Here we have different signs. So I'm going to subtract, and I'm going to keep the sign of the larger. 21 is bigger than 12, and it's negative, so it's going to be negative 9. So we get negative 9 on the left-hand side and negative 9 on the right-hand side. So therefore, this is true, this is true, this is true. So n must be equal to 1. Right, and that's it for question number 8. Have a good day.